Hi, 7th graders. We're on lesson 9.6. Starts on page 495 in your textbook. Our learning target is graphing equations in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form. This is the equation, the formula for slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. You will hear this over and over and over and over for a long time. Y equals mx plus b. M is our slope, b is our y-intercept. We already know what slope is. Remember, slope is rise over run. So how much the line is going up or down by at what type of slope. The y-intercept is, I'm going to type this out because it'll be a lot quicker. Where the line crosses the y-axis. Okay, important to know, important to write down. Slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. M is our slope, b is our y-intercept. State the slope and the y-intercept. So if y equals negative 2x plus 5, m would equal negative 2, b equals 5. Okay, see how negative 2 is in where m is, 5 is in place of b. M equals negative 2, so that's our slope. B equals negative 5 is our y-intercept. So if we graphed this line, it would cross the y-axis at 5. Okay, y equals 3x minus 6, m equals 3. That's our slope. B equals negative 6, which is our y-intercept. Okay, slope is 3. Our y-intercept is our formula is y equals mx plus b. So since it's subtracting 6, then b would be negative 6. If we have an equation that looks like this, x plus y equals 6, first of all, we need to get y alone because it needs to be y equals something. Okay? So to get y alone, we need to subtract x on both sides. So we would have y equals 6 minus x. We want to rewrite it so it's in the form of mx plus b. So y equals, we have negative x, so if we do chop minus, we have negative x, which is the same as negative 1x plus 6. Okay, so then m equals negative 1, because that's our coefficient in front of x, and b, our y-intercept, equals 6. Y minus x equals 5. Okay, again, we need to get y alone. Since we're subtracting x here, we're going to add x, because negative x plus x is 0. So we're going to add x. 5 and x are not like terms, so we can't combine them. So we have y equals 5 plus x. That's our equation. We need to flip our 5 and our x around so we have it in slope-intercept form. So now we have y equals x plus 5. So it would be 1x plus 5. So m, which is our slope, is 1. B, which is our y-intercept, is 5. All right. How do we graph using slope-intercept form? Okay, this would be important to include in your notes. Our first step would be to plot the y-intercept, which is what we just talked about. That's where it crosses the y-axis. So step 1, plot the y-intercept. Step 2, from that point, find another point by using the slope, which remember is rise over run. And then we connect the points. All right, so we have y equals 2x plus 3. Let's make this, how do I make this bigger? There we go. Okay, so y equals 2x plus 3. So m equals 2, b equals 3. B equals 3, that's our y-intercept. So that means it crosses the y-axis at 3. Okay? This is x, this is y. So 1, 2, 3. There's my dot. Okay, now we know the slope is 2. Remember, slope is rise over run. So for a slope of 2, that's the same as 2 over 1. So we would go up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. Okay? We only need to make one other point because you only need 2 points on a line to make a line. But I just want to show you that you could keep going. Okay? And then our line, let's see if I can place this in the right spot, is going to be going through those points. And I started it off a little bit. But your line would be going through those points. And remember, just because you have the 2 dots doesn't mean that your line shouldn't go past them. And it isn't a linear equation, so it's going to go forever and ever both ways. So remember to connect them all with a line with arrows on the end. All right. Y equals negative 3x minus 4. Okay? So negative 4 is our y-intercept because it's minus. So we have 1, oh, these lines are tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Because it's always where it crosses the y-axis. Always is our y-intercept. And then our slope is negative 3. So negative 3 is the same as negative 3 over 1. So if you just have a number, not a fraction, in front of x for slope, it's always that number over 1. So negative 3 over 1, so that tells us we go down 3. 1, 2, 3 over 1. 1, 2, 3 over 1. Okay, and then there's our new line. So we'll start it so it actually goes through all these. Okay, and our slope is negative 3, and we can check, and yep, it's going down in a negative way, a negative slope, so we know that we graphed it correctly. Y equals 1/2 x minus 5. So our y-intercept is negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our slope is 1/2, so this time that means up 1 over 2 because it's rise over run. So up 1 over 2. Up 1 over 2. And then we combine our line, our dots and our line. Okay, y equals negative 3/4 x plus 6. So our y-intercept, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our slope is negative 3/4. So that means, that tells us that we're going to go down 3 over 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you go down 3, well, let's draw our line first. Okay, negative 3/4 is negative, obviously. We have a negative slope, so that makes sense. Okay, negative, if we went down 3 and to the left 4, because to the left would be negative, we would have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. If we drew our dot here and then our line, we would have a positive slope, and that would not make sense. Okay, so if there's a negative, you're just going in a negative direction one of the ways. y plus 3x equals 4. Okay, so we need to get y alone. So we're going to subtract 3x on both sides. So we end up with y equals 4 minus 3x. We're going to switch it around. Y equals negative 3x plus 4. So then our y-intercept is 4, and our slope is negative 3. Okay, y-intercept is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And our slope is negative 3. So we go down 3. 1, oops, did not mean to do that. 1, 2, 3, and then over 1. And then we draw our line. Okay? Remember, if we're going to the right, we're going positive. If we're going up, we're going positive. If we're going to the left, we're going negative. Down, we're going negative. Okay? All right, make sure you log into NICU and take the 9-6 slope-intercept form NICU quiz and have a super evening.